Hello students, welcome to the next video of science. Okay student, so in this video we are going to study our lesson matter and topic matter and its states. Okay student, as as you all see many things around us, as we all see many things around us such as table, chair, books, notebooks, lunchbox, bottle. Okay, and we see a lot of animals around us: cat, dog, cow, buffalo. Okay students, and uh, uh, these all these things are different in shape and size, color. Okay, these all the things are different in shape, size and color, but one thing they have in common. And what is that? One thing they have in common, but what is that? That is, they all have some weight and occupy some space. Okay student, they all have weight, they all have some weight and they occupy some space. Okay student, so anything that has weight and occupies space is known as matter. Anything that occupies space and has some weight is known as matter. So in this way, all the living and the non-living things are made up of matter. All the living things and non-living things are made up of matter. As you can see this box on my hand. Okay, so this has some weight. We are feeling some weight. Yes or no? We are feeling some weight here, and it also occupies. You can see how much place it has occupied on my hand. Okay, it has occupied some space also. Okay, it has some weight and occupies some space, so it is a matter. Okay student, so now there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Okay, solid, liquid and gas. In case of solid, we can measure their weight, okay, and size. So we can say that they are matter. Okay, in case of liquid also, if we take an empty bottle, it will be light in weight. If we take an empty bottle, it will be light in weight. Okay, and if we take a bottle filled with water, so there is some weight, and the water has occupied the space inside the bottle. So water is also, liquids are also matter. But in case of gas, you might be confused that how air is a matter. Okay, for that we will conduct an experiment with balloon, activity with balloon. Suppose this is an empty balloon. Okay, this is an empty balloon, and it is very light. Okay, but if we fill air in it, as you can see, okay, now here you can see the first one, this balloon. This is an empty balloon, and we cannot feel any weight here. We are not feeling any weight here. Okay, but when I have filled air inside it, now you can see that air has occupied some space. And now this second balloon is heavier. If we weigh them, we will see that the second balloon is heavier than the first one. Okay, see, this second balloon is heavier than the first one, so that we can say that air is a matter. Okay student, so this activity we have done to show that air is a matter. Okay student, now we will study about the difference between solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so we have studied about the we are studying about the matters. So come to the properties of the matter. Let's have a discussion about the properties of matter. All the living things and non-living things are made up of matter. Okay, and this we all know that anything that has some weight and occupies some space are known as matter. Now come to the properties of matter. Okay, all metals are made up of tiny particles. All metals are made up of very tiny particles are known as molecules. All metals are made up of these tiny particles known as molecules, and these tiny particles we cannot see them with our naked eye. These are so small. Okay, so these are very small that we cannot see them with the help of our naked eye. These are very tiny particles. So the first property of matter is that all the metals are made up of tiny particles known as molecules. All the matter are made up of tiny particles known as molecules, and these are very small that we cannot see them with our naked eye. Okay, student. And now the second one is molecules of different things are different. Molecules of different things are different. Why? Second thing is, yes, in solid the molecules are tightly attached, like this you can see, this is solid. In solid molecules are tightly bind to each other. In liquid they are slightly far away from each other, and in case of gases they are very far away from each other. Okay, so in this way we can say the molecules of different things are different, and they are responsible for how they look and feel. Okay, different molecules of different things are different. Okay, the molecules of solids are tightly packed, the molecules of liquid are less tightly packed, and the molecules of gases are free, far away from each other. Okay, so they move freely. Okay, student. Now come to the third property. The third property is that these molecules, they have some space between them. These molecules have some space between them. Okay, this space is known as intermolecular space. Okay, student. This space between the space between the two molecules is known as intermolecular space. Okay, intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. Okay, student. So these are the three properties of matters. Number one is all the matters are made up of tiny particles. Okay, all the matters are made up of tiny particles known as molecules. Okay, and these molecules are very small in size, so that we are not able to see them with our naked eye. Okay, second is the molecules of different things are different. Okay, and the third is there is the space between the two molecules. The space between the two molecules of a matter is known as intermolecular space. The space between the two molecules, as you can see here, the space between the two molecules. Suppose these are the two molecules, and this space between the molecules is known as intermolecular space. Okay, student. Now we will study about the difference between the three states of matter. Okay, the three states of matter are solid, liquid and gas. Okay, student. As in case of solids have a fixed volume. And what is volume? Volume, the space occupied by anything is known as volume. Okay, the space occupied. Solids have a fixed volume. And the volume is the space occupied by an object. As you can see, this solid it has a fixed volume. Okay, in case of solid it has a fixed volume. The volume cannot change. Okay, so the solids have fixed volume. In case of liquid also, the volume is fixed. Okay, volume is fixed. Suppose we have taken 5 ml water in this bottle. Okay, suppose we have taken 500 ml of water in this bottle. If we pour in some glass, okay, so the volume will remain same. Okay, student, we have taken 500 ml of water in that bottle. We have taken 500 ml of water in that. If we have poured this in this glass, so again the water will remain 500 ml. Okay, and it takes the shape of the container. Okay, so the liquid also have fixed volume. Okay, now if I pour it in this bowl, as you can see, I have poured this. The amount of liquid remains the same. Yes, the amount of liquid remains the same, but it takes the shape of the container. Now we can see the water is looking round and round. Yes or no? But the volume is fixed. So in case of solid, the volume is fixed, and in case of liquid also, the volume is fixed. Okay, student. But in case of gas the volume is not fixed. So this is the first difference. In case of solid, solids have fixed volume, liquid also have fixed volume. Okay student, fixed volume. But in case of gas they do not have fixed volume. Okay, and solids they have fixed volume and fixed shape. Okay, as you can see this box is rectangular, it will remain rectangular. If you cut it from one side, again it will remain rectangular in shape. Okay student, but in case of liquid the shape is not fixed. Okay, as I have shown you, I have poured water into the glass, from bottle to the glass the water has taken the shape of the glass, and when I have poured the water into this bowl, so the water has taken the shape of the bowl. So the shape of the liquid is not fixed. Okay student, so we can say that solids have a fixed volume and fixed shape. Solids have a fixed volume and fixed shape. But in case of liquid they have fixed volume but no fixed shape. Not the fixed shape, not fixed shape. Okay, and in case of gas neither fixed volume nor fixed shape. Okay, neither fixed volume and nor fixed shape, Okay student, now now the second one is solids cannot flow, है ना. Solids cannot flow, they cannot float, है ना. Solids कोई अपने आप पानी की तरह बहते तो नहीं है. So we can say those solids do not flow. Okay student, and in case of liquid, yes, liquid flows from high place to low place. Okay, you might have seen in your homes that for the flow of water, how do we make our हम अपने आंगन की फर्श को कैसे बनाते हैं, ऊंचा नीचा बनाते हैं ना, ताकि पानी जो है स्लिप हो जाए. आजकल जैसे दिस इज रेनी सीजन, देयर इज लॉट ऑफ रेन, सो what type of veranda or the angan we have? We have a slanting way. We have slanting way, we can say a veranda or the angan. Okay, slanting way में बनाते हैं so that the water flows from high to low place. Okay, water flows from high to, or we can write it here, water can flow. Okay, and the gases spread in all the direction. It means the gases moves freely. How do we come to know that gases moves freely? अगर आपने, if you might have observed that if you open any bottle of perfume, the perfume spreads in whole room. Okay, and we can smell it from outside the room also. So the particles of gas moves freely, and whenever there is a leakage of gas at our home, the cylinder is in the kitchen, but we can smell it from outside the house also. So what is this? This is just the gas particles move freely. Okay student, and in case of solid, molecules are tightly packed. Okay, suppose these are solid. In case of solid, the molecules are tightly packed. You can see here, in case of solid, the molecules are tightly packed like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. These are the molecules of solid. These are tightly packed to each other. Okay, in case of liquid, these are less tightly packed. Less in compared to solid, these are loosely packed, so that they flow. That's why they flow. Okay, these are less closely in case of solids, these are molecules are tightly packed. Okay, but in case of liquids, the molecules are loosely packed, or they are not tightly packed. Okay, but in case of gases, molecules are very loosely arranged. You can see here molecules or gases are in such a way that they are very far away from each other. Okay, so they spread very easily. If water is poured somewhere, it will remain in a portion only, but the gases spread in all the direction. Okay, student. So we can say that molecules are closely packed in solid. Okay, molecules are tightly packed. Molecules are tightly packed. Tightly packed in case of solids. Okay, student. And in case of liquid, they are less closely packed. They are less closely packed. Okay, student. And in case of gas, they are very loosely packed. Very loosely packed. Okay, student. So these were the difference between the solid, liquid and gas. Okay, student. These were the difference between the solid, liquid and gas. These, or we can say these are the difference between the three states of matter. Okay, student. So we have done the three states of matter. Now how we can say that the states of matter can be interchanged. Interchange means एक form से change from one form to another form. Okay, so let us take the example of three forms of water. Solid form of water is ice. Okay, ice is the solid form of the water. Okay, liquid is water itself. Okay, and gases is the steam. Okay, so if we will take the solid form of ice, solid form of water, suppose I have taken this ice. Okay, if I have taken this ice, if we keep it outside for some time, so it will change into water. Okay, ice is the solid form of water. Okay, this is it has fixed shape. You can see it has a fixed shape and fixed volume. Okay, so solid form of water is ice. Ice is the solid form of water, and when I will keep it outside for some time, it will change into water. Okay, and it will change into water. Water is the liquid form of water is in liquid form. Okay, so and you might have seen when we make the tea, there is steam comes from the tea. Okay, and if the hot milk, if you used to drink hot milk also, so you might have seen steams coming from them also. Yes or no? Yes. In winters we used to take bath with the hot water, and there also we can see the steams. So steam is the gaseous form of water. Okay, so in this way we can say the states of matter can be changed. Okay, ice is the solid form of water. If we keep ice outside for some time, it will convert into water. It is the liquid form, and when we will boil this water, when we will boil this water, it will change into steam. Okay, student. You might have observed that sometime if we boil water for long hours, then half of the water evaporates as steam. Okay, अगर हम किसी पानी को बहुत तेज़ बॉईल कर देते हैं तो क्या होता है, हाफ ऑफ द वाटर जस्ट moves away in the form of steams. Okay, student. So in this way we can say the states of matter can be interchanged. Okay, here ice get converted into water means there is the process of melting. Okay, melting, and when this water changes into the steam means there is a process of evaporation. On heating, the water changes into the steam, and this process known as evaporation. Again we cool down the steam. When again we just cool down this steam, then what happens? We will get the water, and this process is known as condensation. Okay, and again if we will cool down this water, we will get ice. This is known as cooling or the freezing. Okay, this is known as the freezing. Okay, so here are many processes going on. This is melting. Ice converts into water. This process is known as melting. Okay, and this water, when this water changes into the steam, this process known as evaporation. And when we will cool down this steam, if we cool down this steam, we will get water vapor, water again. So this is known as condensation. When the water vapor changes into water, this process is known as condensation. And again when we will keep this water in fridge, we will get ice, and this is known as freezing. Okay, so in this way we can say the states of matter can be interchanged. Okay, solid is converted into water, water is converted into steam, and again steam converts into water, and again we can convert this water into ice. Okay, in this way we can say that the states of matter can be interchanged. Okay, student? Yes, student, solubility. Okay, this we all know that there is a slight space between the molecules of the liquid. Okay, the molecules of liquid are not tightly packed. Okay, so they have some space between them. So the liquid state of matter has the ability to dissolve other substances in it. Okay, so the liquid state of matter has the ability to dissolve other substances in it, because the molecules have some gaps. Here you can see these are the molecules of liquid. These have some gaps in between them. Okay, so we can say that the liquid state of matter has the ability to dissolve other substances in it. Why? Because the molecules have some gaps between them. Okay, the liquid state of matter has the ability to dissolve other substances in it. The liquid state of matter has the ability to dissolve other substances in it because there is a gap between the molecules. Okay, student? And the molecules of the other substance that are added to liquid to occupy this space are known as solute. Okay, the substance which is added to the liquid, the substance, molecules of the other substance that are added to the liquid to occupy the space between the molecules of the liquid to form a new liquid which is called solution. Okay, simply I will explain you that the liquid state of matter has the ability to dissolve other substances in it because of the space between the molecules. Okay, there is space between the molecules of liquid. Okay, so the liquid state of matter has the ability to dissolve other substances in it. Okay, and when the molecules of other substances are added to the liquid to occupy this space, between the molecules of liquid, then a new liquid is formed which is known as solution. Okay, when the molecules of other substances are added to the liquid so that they occupy the space between the liquid molecules, then a new liquid is formed which is known as a solution. Okay, and the substance that is dissolved in the liquid, is known as solute. Okay, the substance that is dissolved in the liquid is known as solute, and the liquid in which the solute is dissolved is known as solvent. Okay, for example, here I have taken some salt. Okay, salt, which is the other substance, so it is known as solute. We are going to mix it with the liquid. Okay, and I have taken water. Okay, student, this water is the solvent, and when we will mix them, it will make a solution. Okay, so understand it in this way. Okay, we have taken here solute, salt as a solute, and water is the solvent. Okay, the substance which we are going to mix in this liquid is known as solute. Okay, the substance that we are going to mix, the substance that dissolves in the liquid, or the substance that dissolves in the liquid is known as solute, and the liquid in which solute dissolves, the substance that dissolves in the liquid, the substance that dissolves in the liquid is known as solute. Okay, we can take here salt, sugar, anything which dissolves in water. Okay student, salt, sugar, we can take any one of this. We can take sugar also. You can take sugar also. Okay, here I have taken salt. Okay, now the substance that dissolves in liquid is known as solute. Okay, and the liquid in which we are going in which the solute dissolves is known as solvent. The liquid in which this solute dissolves is known as solvent, and the new liquid form is known as solution, and a new liquid which is formed is known as solution. Okay, so here it is salt is solute and water is solvent. So here I will show you that I have taken this salt. This is a common salt, we all use it at our home. Okay, and now I have taken some water in the glass, okay, as a solvent. So as a solute I have taken salt, and as a solvent I have taken water. Okay, now you can see here I have taken water in this glass as a solvent. Okay, and this is solute. This is solute. I have taken salt in place of solute, and this is solvent. Okay, now I have taken another glass. I have taken here another glass, and I am going to mix them both. Okay, this is the solvent. I have taken this solvent. Okay, and now I'll add some salt to it. Okay, I will add some salt to it. So this forms a solution. Okay, the salt gets dissolved in this water and forms a solution. Okay student, now this is a solution. Okay, the substance which gets dissolved, the substance which gets dissolved in the liquid is known as solute. The substance that gets dissolved in the liquid is known as solute, and the liquid in which solute is dissolved, the liquid in which the liquid is dissolved is known as solvent. Okay students, so we have taken salt as a solute. Okay,